Up next, the Jazz taking on the Magic. For the Utah Jazz, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Magic Jazz is next. We're back in just a moment.
This for my city, this for the top, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them all holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, this for my city. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming.
And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's Collier in at the point. And for the Magic, sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Joseph in at the one. And on these rosters, Doris, some interesting young and upcoming talent. Scary to think, isn't it, how good they might actually be?
Young talent means, Kevin, they have to grow. And the way you grow is playing big-time games against other talented players. So what a great opportunity on both sides against quality competition to see exactly where you're at.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Pass to Wagner. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And it's Carter missing. And it's Utah's ball. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Shot clock at 3. Joseph, that's good.
Corey Joseph does not lack for confidence on the interior. Don't let the size fool you. The frame, the game, it's all there.
Pass to Collier. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Banchero after the basket by Utah. Carter with a screen on Collins. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Oh, good with the triple. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Paolo Banchero.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Collins. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
That one is no good. Kessler passes to Markkanen. Second chance shot, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Caldwell Pope outside. Down low. Here's Carter. And good off the lead pass that time.
Just terrific offense right there. Carter Jr. almost automatic from that spot.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Joseph. Banchero outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Here's Sexton. Yep, that one goes.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
The Magic trail by 4. Wagner passes to Banchero. Back to Wagner. Banchero, a screen for Wagner. Banchero outside. Releases. And it's Orlando with another.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
We're looking for the loudest section for a free t-shirt.
In against Wagner. Pass to Collier. Offline with his 3. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Trailing by 2. Wagner kicks to Banchero. Shoots over Collier. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Sexton. It out to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Collins. 6 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Collins has got 6 points.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Joseph, that's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Utah leading by 3. Outside Collins. Markkanen down low. He's defended by Wagner. Here's Collier. A three-pointer off the mark. Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Caldwell Pope outside. Carter outside. Here's Banchero. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Sexton. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
And Banchero, here we go. Off on the layup.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's the break. Here's Wagner. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, you don't often see Wagner exploit the defense in the mid-range, but he understood this is where it will work for me right now.
Kessler, a screen on Wagner. Marking it into the lane. And good that time.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Personal foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
The line for the
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic pull. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Now, here's Joseph. Nice move. And the layup is good. Joseph's got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Take it. You gotta dance like everyone's watching. You have the camera on you.
And he's checked in for Markkanen.
Coming out of the floor for the Jazz, number 00, Jordan Clarkson.
Here's Collier. Clarkson on the wing. Nice defense from Wagner. From Magic trail by 4. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, "It's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court." Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Sexton. After the basket by Franz Wagner. Sexton the pass to Clarkson. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Wagner kicks to Carter. Pass to Joseph. Lets a floater go, and it's Utah with the rebound. Here's Collier, and he converts the layup. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Collins against Wagner. Looking for Banchero and gets it there. Carter sets the pick for Joseph. Shot clock at 6. It's Carter, high post. No dice from the high post. Jazz leading by 7. Here's Clarkson. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Clarkson's got 5.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
That one good for 2.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Collier. He has 5. To the inside. Here's Sexton. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Great Colin Sexton. Still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it left. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black's subbed in for Joseph. Clarkson on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. Shot clock at 5. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Magic trail by 9. Outside Anthony. There's the screen to the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You have to wonder, can a young guard play in the pick and roll and make the right decisions? Pretty pass from Cole Anthony. He's saying, yes, I can run pick and roll.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 5. Inside, Filipowski. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Black, defended by George. To the paint. Here's Bitadze. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now, here is George. Still scoreless. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now, here's George. Now Sexton over Anthony. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Sexton's got 8.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton. He gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
Sexton against Anthony. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion passion and enthusiasm for the game. Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
It's his first trip to the line.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And the first one drops.
Franz Wagner's so fundamentally sound. This guy's so clever, plays with a ton of energy.
Banchero's checked in for Isaac. And Utah also making a switch. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Sexton. Both free throws good from Wagner.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Clarkson against Anthony. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. The rebound by Batadze.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Banchero. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Anthony against Clarkson. Pass to Sensabaugh. 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Coming on the floor from your Magic, number 23, Tristan da Silva.
Here's George. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for the Jazz. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
The Magic trail by 5. They've got Cole Anthony, also Black out there, and it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Banchero. A three-pointer is right on target. Banchero's got 9 points. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen kicks to George. The 3. The rebound by Batadze. Orlando trailing here. Here's Anthony. It's deflected.
And that's 6th man of the year hustle by Clarkson. Outworking the shooter and just locking him up.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Inside, here's Filipowski.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
It's up a 3. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah leading by 4. Here's Sensabaugh. Still yet to score. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. Rebounded by Anthony. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Black. Anthony looking it over. Rebound, Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's George. Markkanen from outside. He doesn't hit that one. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's De Silva, defended by George. Here's Bitadze. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Here they come, fans. Your 407 dance team.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Corey Joseph comes in for Anthony. And so George will bring it up for Utah. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Cutting the screen to the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Paolo Banchero.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Jazz have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Martin. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Magic trail by 4. Carter outside. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Banchero. The Jazz making a switch. Hendricks is checked in. Jazz leading by 4. Left side, Clarkson. In the corner, George with it. Another miss by Utah.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
There's the lob to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. goes about 6'10", 270. Good luck trying to stop him without fouling.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
At the line for the Magic, Wendell Carter Jr. Shooting 1.
Guys, what you have to love about Wendell Carter Jr. is his thirst to learn. This guy is willing to add pieces to his game. He understands he's got to be a true modern big man, and he puts in the work.
Clarkson passes to Potter. Good work there as it goes. Potter's got his first basket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Black, defended by George. And then Carter with the dunk.
Boy, you see Carter Jr. use every bit of that 7'5" wingspan. Boy, he is tough to guard around the rim. Look out.
Now, here's George. No scoring in this one. Here's Clarkson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Batadze the pass to Black. Banchero was screened for Joseph. Black at 6. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Clarkson against Joseph. Clarkson outside. Down low. Here's Filipowski. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Jazz have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Shooting for Utah, Filipowski. At the line for 2.
Shoot 2. First free throw is good. Orlando making some changes. Wagner comes in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Black. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Wagner finds Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. The Magic making a switch here. Bitadze's checked in.
Name a type of shot. Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Bounce pass, Wagner. Clarkson against Caldwell-Pope. Carter outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Jazz leading by 5. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
And here is Joseph after Jordan Clarkson hitting the three. Here's Bitadze. He's covered by Kessler. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wagner, and he drops it in from the low post. 10 points for Franz Wagner.
Wagner likes to work his way to the painted area as much as possible. Look how comfortable he is finishing around the rim.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 10. It's good. And it's 8 points for John Collins.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Carter outside. Pass to Bitadze. And Wagner has it in the corner. The layup missed.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
George with the ball. Clarkson outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Wagner against George. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Clarkson surveying the floor. With the floater, it's tipped.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that. Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Defensive foul.
Orlando's shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
At the line for one, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Utah leading. Outside Collins. Pass to Sexton. Another miss by Utah.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now here's Joseph. He has 6. Wagner, the shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Wagner's got 12.
Boy, when he catches a rhythm, Franz Wagner is relentless offensively.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Outside Collins. Wagner against Markkanen. Bank shot, no good. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Wagner outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Utah's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Sexton against Joseph. Here's Kessler. Takes it off the glass. Kessler's got his second basket of the game. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Trailing by 2. Pass to Bitadze.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Pass to Collier. Collins, a screen on Joseph. Here's Collier. Misses the three. Markkanen against Wagner. The tray sinks the triple. Wagner's got 7 points here in this quarter.
But you go back to the fundamentals. Franz Wagner calls for the screen and gets himself some space.
Kessler with it. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kessler, a screen on Joseph. Fires from 14. And it's Collier missing. And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside, Joseph. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Joseph. And the three off target. And here's Utah. Sexton up top. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Collins, a screen on Joseph. To the paint. Collins kicks to Sexton. Here's Collier, defended by Carter, the 17-footer. A putback. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Good on the three-point shot. Markkanen's got 6 points.
But you have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
Carter outside. Deep two from Wagner. From the top of the key, he buries it. Wagner's got the game tied up here for the Magic. And so it's Franz Wagner making highlights for the Orlando Magic. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Magic shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. So on the floor for Utah. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's Collier in at the point guard. Now, here's Sexton. Following the missed shot by Franz Wagner.
Great job on the glass. Bodies down low, needing to fight for position. That's perfect.
And then Carter with the dunk.
In his vicinity, I promise you, Carter Jr. is going to catch the basketball. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Utah trailing here. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Goes up on the block. Plays it up and banks it in. Markkanen's got 8 points.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Now, here's Joseph. Back to Wagner. Outside, Joseph. Here's Banchero. And a miss there on the triple. Utah shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Markkanen finds Collins. Here's Collier. He's covered by Joseph. Here's the three. Not going to go that time.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
Well, this is a shot he hits with regularity. Defense trying to close, just not good enough.
Jazz trail by 3. Here's Collier. He's got 5. Now Sexton. Pass to Collier. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Collins with it. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Banchero drives the double. Banchero was screened for Caldwell Pope. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Jazz have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy route.
Now, here's Banchero. 11 points in the game. Joseph got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Banchero drives the double. For 3, Caldwell Pope connects from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 4 now for Orlando. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Against Caldwell Pope. Collins looking around. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Buries it from 3-point range. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
For the lead, Collier. That's good. Collier's got 7.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now, here's Joseph. He's got 9. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Wagner. From outside, off the mark. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Sexton dishes to Markkanen. In the corner, it's Kessler. Back to Markkanen. Here's Collier. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a one-point game. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Pass to Collins. To the inside. That's tipped. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball. And it's in there. Now it's a three-point Orlando lead.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Here's Collier. He's got 7. Right side, Collins. Markkanen passes to Sexton. The shot, no good. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Here's Banchero. It's good from long range. Banchero's got the lead up to 6 now for Orlando.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Markkanen down low. He's defended by Wagner. Collins finds Markkanen. Knocks down the 3-ball. Markkanen's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Utah.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
Outside, Joseph. Pass to Carter. And here's Banchero. Pulls up on the wing. A rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's. Here's Collier. He's covered by Joseph. Outside, Markkanen. Kept alive. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Goga Bitadze comes in for Banchero. And Blacks subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Wagner. He's got 17. Pass to Bitadze. To the middle. Joseph against Sexton. Outside, Joseph. Over Sexton. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got 5 points now this quarter.
You just need to have a high level of basketball IQ in the pick and roll. Corey Joseph, step to the mic, sir.
And here's George. Outside, Markkanen. And it's good off the back rim and in. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for Utah. Orlando's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Markkanen on the double team. Wagner finds Joseph. That 3 off the mark. Utah's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Sexton on the wing. 8 points for him. Pass to Filipowski. Outside, George. 4 on the shot clock. Over Joseph. Knocked away. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Jazz have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Markkanen sets the pick for George. For the lead. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Magic shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Wagner outside. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Then for the Jazz, Sensabaugh is checked in, and it's Clarkson in for Lauri Markkanen. Here are the Magic now. Pass to Joseph. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Takes a 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. The Jazz shooting 47% from the field in the third. Here's Filipowski. Another miss by Utah. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Now Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Joseph. Isaac a screen on Sexton. Trying to get something going, and it's laid in by Isaac. Isaac's got his first points in this one.
Well, take advantage of your strengths. As a roller, Jonathan Isaac has incredible length to finish. That is a pretty play.
George passes to Filipowski. Outside, George. There's the pick. Unloads. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his 5th rebound in this one. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
Listen, the defense was there. Jonathan Isaac just focused, locked in on the hoop, knows he can score from there, guys.
Clarkson outside. 1:49 left in the third quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This to me is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Anthony's checked in for the Magic. And Utah with a change here, too. Potter's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Here's Wagner. 17 points in the game. Anthony on the wing. Off target from 3-point range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
George dishes to Clarkson. Inside, here's Filipowski, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
Here's Bitadze. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Brown. One-on-one fast break.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Magic have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Black. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Jazz trail by 3. Now, here's Clarkson. 11 points in the game. Pass to Filipowski. Now, here's George. Rebounded by Isaac. Wagner, right side. Isaac outside. Black kicks to Anthony. Here's Bitadze, defended by George. Just 5 on the clock. From beyond the arc, and the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got 7 points. And Utah has possession. Clarkson for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third. Magic out in front. They're up by 6. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Black is out there with Cole Anthony. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll, because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Here's Banchero. They get it again. Out to Anthony. Banchero, a screen on Clarkson. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Anthony's got his first 2 points.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
Now, here's Clarkson. To the paint. Lebowski passes to George. Clarkson against Anthony. A floater. Counted, and the Orlando lead has been cut back down to 3 on the basket from Clarkson.
Well, very difficult to guard the floater. Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
Clarkson against Anthony. Pass to Black. To the middle. Here's Banchero. Lays it up off the glass. Banchero's got 9 points here in the second half.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
George looking over the floor. Here's Filipowski. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
A wise pass right there by the rookie George. Solid at finding open teammates.
Now, here's Banchero. There's the pick. And the layup's good off the glass. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Clarkson for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Clarkson's got 19 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Pass to Banchero.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
Paolo Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
Joseph, he's checked in for the Magic. And a switcher also for Utah. Hendricks is checked in. He's off on the second. Jazz trailed by 3. Down low. Here's Clarkson. And that one, good. Clarkson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, Jordan Clarkson could be a little bit streaky at times, but right now this guy is on fire.
Joseph finds Anthony to the inside. Banchero.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Clarkson outside. Pass to George. Shoots it. No one near him. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Banchero. And the three ball is good. Banchero's got the lead up to 6 now for Orlando.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
George passes to Filipowski. Back to George. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Down low. Shot's good by Filipowski.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Anthony against Clarkson. Pass to Banchero. And he uses the glass on the layup. Banchero's got 12 now in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Jazz trail by 5. Clarkson with the ball. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bitadze's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Banchero looking around. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Outside Joseph. Over George. Shot by Joseph. No good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Now, here is George. Filipowski passes to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. And there it is for him. Clarkson's got 13 points in the second half.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson. Getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Anthony, the pass to Banchero. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to George. Here's Hendricks. Clarkson for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Black. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And the Magic lead by 6.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open? Pretty.
Here's George. They set the screen. Clarkson outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. Clarkson's got 25 points in the game.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately.
Get loud, fans. Out of the court is your hype squad. Magic fans, it's T-shirt time. Who wants one?
Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Anthony. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Wagner. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, Wagner shoots over Markkanen. And finish off by Carter.
What a powerful finish from Wendell Carter Jr. Man, he's off his feet in a hurry.
Here's Collier. Outside, Sexton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one on Caldwell-Pope.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Sexton. Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
And Sexton drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Stolen by Markkanen. They grab their own miss. Sexton the pass to Collier. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Magic. And here's Banchero. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Joseph. And he banks in the layup. Joseph's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic. Utah has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Nice ball movement by Utah. Markkanen against Caldwell-Pope. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And the long strides of KCP. Dangerous changing ends there, and he loves to finish in space.
On the wing, Markkanen. Shoots over Wagner. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Markkanen. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Carter with a screen on Markkanen. Wagner wide open. Off target with his 3. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And it's Carter missing. Utah shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Collins a screen on Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Collier missing.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Deep 2 from Wagner. Collins grabs the miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Kessler. It's stolen by Banchero. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope hits it from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Right side, Sexton. From downtown, yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Now here's Joseph. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Full team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Banchero passes to Wagner. And it's sent back by Kessler. He takes it in. Poked away. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line to the basket. Banchero. Taking 2 shots.
That's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. What is on the line here?
Crowd is so focused.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
At the line to the basket. Banchero. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And all eyes on Banchero here. They want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Utah calls timeout. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
And it's Utah's ball.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And it's Collier missing. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for two, Franz Wagner.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. It's a 6-1 ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Utah calls timeout. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Jazz again can't hit it, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. At the line for the Magic, Franz Wagner, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.